This is Happy Dad from Happy Dad Designs. I'll give you a rundown on the Genmitsu 440 Pro to 6040 upgrade. These are the bigger bars. I do kind of have them on there, but I'll give you a rundown on taking it apart. This is the X-axis. You can roll it by hand. You'll start off by taking off your end cap. Don't lose any of your bolts. There will be a limit switch buried in there. So that comes off with a plate. You will have your limit switch, and you can disconnect it optimistically. Keep all your sides, all your parts together. Don't unroll everything at once or you'll be in trouble. And then the end will pop off. You want to wind this down all the way towards the end to get your bolts off. This sets in there. There is a spring loaded, so if you relieve pressure by backing it off, backing this back bolt off, nut off, I guess you'd call it, back nut off, you can loosen that tension out. So you will have to loosen that tension, and then you can slide this off. You have your main rails here. They do have set screws. I flipped it around. You have set screws up here. Crap, I can't remember. I think there's set screws there, and some on the bottom here. They do have Loctite on this. There was a little bit on there, so you want to make sure you don't damage threads taking your old one off. You might need like a cloth and channel locks. There's actually a discussion. I'm sure I'll go get this in there. Let's see what we can do here. I'll show you all this one. Oh, I already have these tightened on, sorry. But in here you have bolts that actually connect to your stepper motor. There's 4 of those, so you'll loosen those. This will come off. There's like a little sleeve in there. It also has set screws in it for your threaded rod. When you take those out, you want to make sure you use a nice Allen wrench. Those are, I'm not sure what size they are, but you don't want to strip those out. They do have a little bit of thread lock on them, so just be careful. Like I said, to get the tube broken free, I put like a cloth old raggedy shirt around that with some channel locks on this one, and the little coupler adapter on there. You don't want to put it back here. You don't want to put it on here. There's a little silver coupler in there, and if you put channel locks on the coupler and the threaded rod, just give it little bitty jerks until you break it free. Don't be Herculesing it and breaking it off and messing everything up, because then you'll be in trouble. And like again, this locks back here, so if you loosen this up, it will relieve pressure off the spring and nut. You can bring this all the way out to the end, but be careful because that bad boy is spring loaded, so it will pop. So keep that in mind. When you go out this way, have your hand, don't have your kid standing here watching you get beamed in the head, so that won't be good. So that's the rough lowdown of the X-axis. I don't know, I'm going to be dead in the water with parts broken, but I'll try to go along as much as I can. These are still the original ones put together. I need to take those apart. Same concept, basically. You popping the top off, your outside shiny cool little rails guarding, those pop off. Pop these off, pop that off. No limit switch in this one, so I mean it's kind of nice, less wiring to deal with. And then you'll slide this off, slide that all the way down, hand screw it till it comes out, relieves pressure off. That'll pop off. Same principle 3 times. This I'll have to mess with the box and more wire, so that's going to be fun. But all right, they have potential. Like I said, I mean, the parts, they seem it goes from nice quality to somebody at work just not doing what they're supposed to be doing for quality control. I mean, they have potential to be an amazing, great company. Just some of the people working there hired are not doing a good job with quality control. Like I said, I have gotten 2 damaged things from 2 different orders. I haven't looked thoroughly over my bits and everything. Hopefully there's nothing crazy going on with them. I don't even know what to expect in life anymore. I'm just a broke dad trying to have fun. Do some CNCing, 3D printing, do designing, trying to work on the CNC design. So I hope my struggle is worth this in the long run. This thing just better be worth it, or could be a very disgruntled dad. So, all right, man, I'll check back with y'all. Thanks for stopping by. I hope thing might help, because their video, it plays at like supersonic speeds, like pew pew pew. You can't keep track of it. You can change the playback speed. That might help you some. To me, it's still fast. Besides, like, the parts you don't need to know, then it seems to go slow. But the bolts, you can't even tell where they come from. They just like vaporize. They just shoot out, and that's how you can tell. So, hopefully this helped a couple of you. These little brackets will come off. These are on the outside of your metal. Save all this stuff. Might as well just save everything if you tinker on stuff like me. Who knows where you can use these parts, but you'll need to recycle a lot of this. So don't throw anything out. The spring they send you is a little bit shorter than the one in there for whatever reason. Less tension. I don't know. Maybe how it compacts. The original one is a little bit longer, I imagine, because the rods are a little bit shorter. So I guess with the longer rod, shorter spring. So there's a little bit shorter spring in there. That's the only difference of that part right there. So just make sure you keep everything flipped right, out of harm's way. Don't do what UPS or Genmitsu did to my adapter over there, because that makes for a bad day. Now, Lord knows how long I'm going to be down. And you do have your different, this one is like a flat nose, flat edge. And the one for the motor is like rounded. So don't get those mixed up, because this one only goes by the step motor. And then this one will be seated back into this bracket. Let's see, holes out, so it'll go in like that. Sorry, I don't have high tech. I don't really do this. I just saw no videos on this, so I figured I'd try to help people out. That is the flat upper angle. Will be going back on there. Your wire will be fed through the bottom. Make sure you don't pinch it or crimp it. So I am going to wait to do that. I have 2 hands, so I can do it diligently and not mess anything up. But that'll feed back onto there, and this will all slide back in. And then, of course, you put your cap back on. You have your beveled edges. Go to the bevel edge top. And we'll touch back base. Hopefully, if you see me breaking parts over my knees in 30 minutes, you'll know that I found something else wrong with my equipment. But we're going to try to put together as much as we can. And then I'll just be waiting on parts. Probably try to buff those rods up and see what happens. Hopefully Genmitsu gets a hold of me and sends me all this new crap. So, alright. Talk to you guys. Thanks for your time. Good luck.